Today I will show you the worst PC setups you will ever see. From a pile of trash to advanced alien technology. Our first pick is the toilet setup. I am not talking about one of those high-tech Japanese toilets. It's literally just a PC in a toilet, so you can play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 after your mother finishes using the toilet. What if someone else has to use the toilet while you are in an intense match? Well, the only questionable thing about this setup is where it's placed. And don't forget to grab some candles before hopping into Minecraft. My second pick is the cardboard table setup. Look at this setup. The cardboard setup has a few things that would interest me. And maybe you guys out there too. Are the boxes empty? Because this guy was so lazy to buy a table, he might not even have taken the toilets out of it. I like how he made some extra space where he can put his drinks and food on it. And even showcases that in the image. But imagine if this guy pours his glass of water on the table. This thing would melt and fall apart like ice cream. Or if he gets angry and punches the so-called table, everything would be ruined. The touch some grass setup. We all love and are familiar with the touch some grass meme. And honestly, some of you may have even forgotten how grass feels or what fresh air is like. Maybe you should stop playing Ozo, you nerds, and start going outside after watching the videos. But let's get back to the topic. I think this guy took the touch some grass meme to a whole new level by actually playing on fucking grass. Can you imagine this guy headshotting you in Valorant on this setup? By the way, there's something about this forest picture that makes me feel very uncomfortable. They stop having a laptop setup. So the next setup is something personal to me because I own a laptop and I can tell you this shit sucks sometimes. I don't need to turn on the heater because it gets hot in here. Well, on the bright side, I'm probably saving some money by not turning it on. But in the summer, let me tell you, it gets really hot in my room. And it can get as sweaty as a League of Legends player trying not to rage. I'm not sure how my laptop doesn't explode. It gets loud as an airplane engine. This guy probably has the same problem and is maybe worried too that his laptop is going to start melting. So he came up with a smart and cheap solution, even though it doubles the noise with the fan. But I think it's a pretty smart way not to have to worry about your house catching on fire because of your laptop. The average Genshin Impact player setup. Look at this dirty room. It's a mess. And what's with the dirt stain on his mattress? I bet his walls are already starting to get moldy. Probably a classic Genshin Impact player. So it's totally normal for them. We all wear white Nike socks and they easily get dirty. But this guy, nah. He reuses and abuses even his own socks. For God knows how often. I'm sure this guy never saw or talked to women. Except with his mother or maybe his aunt. The only girl he talks to is Paimon or whatever this annoying character is called. You should stop hunting for primo gems and start cleaning your room. The Reddit moderator setup. So what we have here is possibly one of the most Reddit setup in existence. It's likely similar to a Discord moderator setup, with the only thing keeping them apart being the lack of an enemy waifu pillow. I can practically smell the setup molding from here. However, I will give the person a point. If they are a Discord or Reddit moderator, they're probably too busy cleaning the subreddits or keeping memes out of general chat or grinding for Reddit karma. This person must be a nemesis for all the normal people. Just take a look at these two keyboards for double warning people and a folder with all the rules they enforce. I'm not even sure what kind of food that is, or if it's raw, it's looking disgusting. Please stop posting memes in general so he can clean his room. The C4 setup. So this setup looks like it needs to be diffused before it ends in a potential disaster. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but why are all the cables going into the roof? Are they connected to some NASA satellite? Having all these cables means either it's a bomb or a NASA PC that gives you a 1 ping in CSGO lobbies, no matter where you are in the world. Can we please get a defuse kit here?
Don't forget like it, subscribe it.
And for some of the people that watched a few of my other videos, you know this setup had to come. The single mother setup. I love single mothers. So you already know she's playing Farmerama and she's going to invite spam you to get some extra rewards. But do you know who she's going to invite? Other mothers. So you better go and find one and add her, because then you will have a list of mothers. This is an absolute cheat code. You can thank me later. Please mothers, add me on Facebook. The shithole setup. This setup must be the most uncomfortable one we found so far. Just imagine while squatting and shitting you have to clutch a 1v4 in that position. And if you slip you fall into your own shit. It raises some question like, where's the toilet paper? And if there isn't any, how is he cleaning himself? With the brush in the back? Another interesting thing is, why does he have a minion mousepad? I bet it was a gift from a boomer. It's just missing a funny meme message on it. The hospital bed setup. I'm not sure, but isn't this a hospital bed? Maybe this gamer over here wanted to stay in the League of Legends meta. or probably didn't want to get out of practice and took his whole PC setup with him. I hope the big monitor doesn't fall off, because whatever this guy had or has, if this big monitor falls down, he will probably lose both of his legs or at least break them. The worst case scenario when it falls off is that it could start an earthquake. Just look at this big ass monitor. That's probably one of the only times I would approve a gaming laptop. By the way, while my friend was cutting the video, we discovered a cat on the bed. Did you miss it too? The alien technology setup. I'm pretty sure this person here got kidnapped by aliens and manipulated. They likely have a mastery of invaluable, highly advanced technology and probably uses this technology to keep in touch with their new friends and plan an alien invasion. The only thing that probably is stopping them from taking over the world is that they recognize that we are not even worth being taken over. Most of you don't even have a skill outside of making some high scores on Ozu.
Ustedes omearle avec vous mes saluts désormais conquérir. Est-ce que tu me comprends?
Oui, monseigneur.
Avec exemplaré.
C'est quoi cette merde?
We had some messy setups, but none of them topped this one. This has to be the dirtiest and most disgusting room I have ever seen. And I'm not even sure if it qualifies as a room or if it's more like a waste dump. Maybe you find Wall-E here building blocks out of this waste. The more I look at this awful room, the more questions I have. Is that mayonnaise over there? How long has it been since he last cleaned his room? All these empty bottles look like years of worth of drinking for a family. How does he even leave his room? Even if he never does, he still needs to use the toilet sometimes. Or is he peeing in his endless supply of bottles? Was the Zaza he smoked any good? How can he play two different Pokemon games at the same time but can't clean his room? Maybe this guy's goal is to defeat the Elite Four in every Pokemon generation without ever breathing fresh air. Sadly, these are answers we will never get. But anyways, for all of you monkeys out there, if your PC setup or your room looks like one of the pictures I showed you, you should rethink the life decisions you made and how you got here. You really need to stop playing these shitty games like also League of Legends or Genshin Impact all day long. You should hit the gym or go out with your friends sometime. It will be much better for you. These are all jokes, obviously, don't take it seriously. Until then, if you like this video, go watch some of my other videos.
Hello, Baba Rizwan here. For that guaranteed risk, go watch new tabs other questionable high production videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe it. Or no more bitches for you.